people are not wearing shoes in this whole area. So it's really clean. It's almost like in a home. I'm in the Tsunami Museum. There was a big tsunami in 2004 and all these statues, they are representing the countries who donated for the victims of the tsunami. This is what's left of a helicopter that crashed during the tsunami. How long did the tsunami take? How many hours tsunami?
15 minutes.
15 minutes?
Yes.
And then everything was destroyed?
Yeah, 15 minutes. December. Before, after.
Oh. And your house? All destroyed?
Broken house.
All broken. This is the model of the Tsunami Museum. The three mosques, they all survived the tsunami, whereas all the other things were destroyed. I rented a bike, I'm on the island, I'm on Pulau Weh, and I'm trying to find an ATM, SIM card store, and then I'm going to my hostel with this bike, and it's so much fun riding a bike.
Let's go, let's roll.
Good morning, this is my room where I'm staying. I hope it's not too dark in the video. I just got up this morning and I thought let's make a video because yesterday in the evening it was already too dark when I arrived. And this is my hammock. Yay! And here's my bathroom, shower, toilet. And the sink. Not really a sink, but some sort of substitute for a sink. Even a fan, but no hot water, but that's okay, it's hot here anyway. So now I'm going to get some breakfast. Yesterday, 3 interesting things happened to me. First thing is, on the slow ferry to the Pulau Weh, I met a guy and he's a diving master. And he just happened to have a friend from whom I could rent a bike for a really good price. I did some research before and his price was just better. So when I got off the ferry, I immediately got a good bike. And the second thing is that when I started riding the bike, searching for a SIM card store, it got darker. And then one of the main roads was blocked, so I couldn't take this route. But since I had the map downloaded, I thought it was easy, but then I took a turn and I ended up in a really small road that got really steep, and I felt like, okay, I can't go this way, but I couldn't see another way on the map. And then there was a family outside, sitting outside, enjoying their evening. The children, they spoke English, so they tried to help me out. They created a hotspot for me so I could find a new route, and they told me to watch out because it's getting dark and there are no lights on the road. And I asked them if it's dangerous, if it's better for me to stay here or to continue traveling to the hostel, because it was about 1 hour of a ride. And they said, no, you can go, it's not dangerous, it's just because there are no lights, so drive slowly. And that's what I did. And then there was a guy on a motorbike and he started talking to me while I was riding my bike, and he wanted to have my number. And I told him, yeah, I can tell you my number. I mean, he didn't seem like a creepy guy, just a guy who was interested in foreigners, who wanted to practice English, so I think it was okay. But then he said he can't type while he's riding his bike, and I said, neither can I. So he suggested that we stop over there, and you know, it was like in the middle of the road, there were no lights, forest to the left, to the right, nobody else was there, and I was like, no, I'm not going to stop. And he was like, yeah, well, you can't stop, and blah blah blah. And I said, no. He tried to suggest another point where we could stop, like near a crossing, but still I didn't want to, so I said no. And finally he took another turn, and I continued going straight. So I never saw this guy again, but I think it was not a dangerous situation. It was just, he just wanted to have friends, but still I don't want to stop in the middle of the road just to be safe. Yeah, that was my other experience, but most important experience for me was that the people so far are really friendly. The guy that I met on the ferry who helped me out with the motorbike, and also the family who started talking to me and helping me, trying to find my way. They were so friendly, and they enjoyed talking to foreigners. Yeah, that was really interesting. I booked the flight to Bogota, Colombia, and I want to spend 3 months in South America, so my time here in Southeast Asia is limited. I felt like I should do something that is still missing, and I felt like I haven't done enough diving. And also, so many butterflies. And also, I wanted to rent a bike for a longer time and ride the bike, because it was a lot of fun in Koh Tao, but it was just for a very short period. So I decided, okay, I need to find an island where I can go diving that is not too far away, that is really beautiful, that is not as touristy as Bali, for example. So I found out about Pulau Weh, which is among the top 10 diving spots in Indonesia. And they call it Bali's sister, which means same quality, but not just that touristy. This is Rubia Tirta Divers, and now I go diving with my instructor this way. So instead of using soap or dishwasher, they're using the leaf to prevent the mask from fogging.
Yeah, very good, exactly. So maybe really later cool. You can clean again.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the boat. To my next dive, and I'm wearing this bandana to protect my ear because they're really very sensitive. So after a dive I'm using vinegar, or it would be better to use vinegar and alcohol to kill the bacteria in the ear so I don't get an infection. Alcohol and vinegar for my ears, professionally mixed by the boss.
Professor Yudi.
And also it's important to use some oil or cream to keep the skin moisturized and healthy. Yeah, and the bandana protects my ears from the wind, so I'm really happy to have one. This is a really good investment. So about the diving here in Indonesia, it's different. So I would say the professionality in Thailand is much higher. So here they do not even put the stamp on the air tanks, and the equipment is not that good, but the diving sites are much more beautiful. I have seen so many things yesterday. I've seen my first boxfish. I have seen such a big moray eel. It was amazing. And there were so many fish and so many colorful fish. It was like Sail Rock, just better. And Sail Rock was the best diving site in Thailand. Yeah, so let's see where we go today.
Yeah, you can see the current from the surface. Yeah, the current from the land. So all of us, yeah, we just start from this side of that rock, and after that there is slope, yeah, slope area. one channel. Yeah. We always stay close to the bottom. Yeah. When you feel current, this is sign for the current. Strong current. Yeah. When the guide tell you like this means stay close to the bottom or stay close to the reef. Yeah. You must stay higher. If you stay higher, then your guide. Bye bye, follower.